Just off the shores of Lake Erie, we are at First Energy Stadium in a city aptly named after its founder, Moses Cleveland, way back in 1796. This was the scene a few minutes ago. The dog pound in full roar as their Browns emerge from their tunnel. They're ready to go as they get set to match up with the Atlanta Falcons. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. On 1st and 10, Mayfield. He goes full extension, and he's got it. First down yardage on the first play of the drive. $14 yards. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. A first down throw from Mayfield. Drops it off for Chubb. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup, and it'll be a 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Now a 2nd down throw for Mayfield. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess.
Detroit!
On 3rd down, Mayfield. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. It's Desmond Trufant, and his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. Ryan and the Falcons now come up 1st and 10 at the 45. For the first time with Devontae Freeman. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield after a gain of about 4.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Hey, let's go!
On 2nd down, here's Ryan. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Ryan now to throw on 3rd down. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-round pick, Demarius Randall. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
Second down, Mayfield. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2.
Gone! Here we go now. 3-19.
From the gun, Mayfield. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And the Falcons say they have it. They do.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
Now Ryan on 2nd down. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6. Ryan. And he comes back with one complete. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. A first chance in the red zone for the Falcons now. They've got it 1st and goal at the 6. They'll run here with Freeman. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. And never good on a pass completion there to go the wrong way. Lost yardage.
No, for some reason it seems to work better when you throw it downfield or you can move the ball downfield running it that way, doesn't it? But in this case, if you're the defensive guys, you're energized, executed well, and you caused a lost yardage play. That's going to feel good and look great in film.
On 3rd and goal, Ryan. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down. And Bryant Giants kick is good. And the Falcons are out to a 3-0 advantage. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Browns offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. A first carry for the rookie Nick Chubb. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Tackle made by Devondre Campbell.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
No. Check. Patriot. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Detroit.
Mayfield now on 2nd down. Looking deep downfield. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. This is Johnson, he's got it. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 14 yards, and it's a Cleveland first down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
First down, Mayfield. Throw left side, caught by the tight end Njoku. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger game. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. To the right side and complete to Njoku. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
Hey, hurry up, here we go. Green 39.
They'll throw again. Here's Mayfield. That's Njoku over the middle. And he'll go down at the 28. They just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there.
We always hear from coaches how much they like to run crossing routes because they want to hit their receivers on the go, get them the ball, and keep them moving. How about when you hit a tight end that way? Okay, the receivers are going to run past you most of the time. The tight end, they can do their damage a different way, break a few tackles and really scatter some people, can't they?
Underneath for Johnson. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. The Browns passing game finding its stride. They've got another first down. A first red zone opportunity for the Browns thus far. They come up 1st and 10 at the 16. Back with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Browns with a football to begin quarter number 2. And they're on the move here. They've got it 1st and 10. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
All right, here we go.
On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. It makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Antonio Callaway with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Browns are able to cash in for 6. Point after here coming up. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here are the Falcons as their offense heads back onto the field. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know, we know where we are right now. But the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak, get the whole month of December still left to play. They think they can get in.
And they made it very obvious to us that there's no playoff talk in the locker room right now. It's win this game and look to next week.
Excellent focus.
On 2nd down, Ryan. He's going to launch this thing way down. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the rookie Denzel Ward. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. Following the interception, Mayfield dumps this to his running back, Chubb. No gain on the play there. It'll be 2nd down. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Chubb on the counter, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
Well, that play was over before it even got started. Thanks for nothing, huh? How about that? That sets up a very difficult 3rd down call now.
The Browns on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And a shot taken on 3rd down, unsuccessful. 4th down now.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had to fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. Now the Falcons offense, they get ready to head back out here. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And almost intercepted. It would have been his 2nd pick of the game. Instead, it'll be 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
2nd and 10 now. Ryan looking deep for Julio. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. And he takes it all the way down to the 32. Well, it's one thing to grab it with one hand, but when you make a catch of that distance, quite another.
Yes, sir. I mean, that one right there, we keep talking about the high-flying antics that we're seeing from receivers nowadays. Doesn't matter what spot they start in. But when it actually does happen in the heat of battle, it brings me right out of my seat.
Get up! 21. Hey, express!
Now Ryan on 1st down. His throw incomplete. He was looking for Mohamed Sanu there. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. On 2nd down, Freeman. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So their move is to decline that so they don't get another 2nd down. It'll be 3rd.
So that has to tell us that they're pretty confident in their 3rd down defense, right?
Absolutely.
Whether it's their sub package or nickel package, whatever they want to run out there, they feel like they can defend here on 3rd down.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Ryan will throw again. Freeman with and he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Devontae Freeman hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Falcons are in for 6. Bryant tacks on the extra point, and the lead is now 10-7. Now here's Bryant to kick it away. This will be fielded at the 6. And a nice spin into some open field. And he's going to wind up bringing this one inside the 45-yard line.
Partner, when I was in college, we used to have these things called game maxims that we did before every game. One of them said, press the kicking game. For here's where the breaks are made, is the area of hidden yardage. How about that return? Flipping the field, taking it past the 50, and getting things set up to start the series.
Handoff comes to Chubb. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Vic Beasley able to make the tackle.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the 2nd half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the 1st half. Maybe not so much in the 2nd half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
All right, here we go. Blue 90.
Mayfield on play action. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Tack McKinley in there to get him for sack number 9 now on the year. The Browns on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be a tough 3rd and 18.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Mayfield now from the 50. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
Ryan will bring the Falcons up now, 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play. Whoosh.
It's caught over the middle. Hooper. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. He got 29 yards that time. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to take this across the 50 into Browns territory. Tackle made there by Jabril Peppers. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. More from Cleveland after this. To throw on 2nd down. Ryan. Man open. That's Calvin Ridley. 20. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. That goes for a gain of 31. 21.
That could not have been timed out any better, and that's exactly what receivers want. The ball in their hands as quick as possible allows them to catch it at full speed and take off and go. And how about the end result there? Big-time run after catch yardage. That rack yardage is so valuable for any offense.
And his throw's going to be incomplete.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle.
Hey, let's go.
Second and 10. It's Ryan again. He goes underneath to Freeman. And he's going to have just a couple here with a marker on the field as well. So they say we'll let that completed pass stand, and we'll bring up 3rd down instead as they decline it.
So they're comfortable with the yardage. The big thing to them is what you pointed out, getting it to 3rd down and making a play there.
And they're left looking at 3rd and 8 after the 2nd down pass play only went for 2. From the gun, it's Ryan. Forced out to his left. And probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's 4th down.
Well, that was excellent coverage right there. And he definitely did the right thing, showing that discretion is definitely the better part of valor. Threw it away, preserved the opportunity to kick for a field goal.
And excellent coverage. And right now the human is controlling the defense, so good job, human. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. That they need him late in the game. His confidence should be sky high.
This one taken from the 7. Able to spin free. And a pretty slick return there as he's up just shy of the 45-yard line.
Now, that's the kind of return you're looking for. To get to that spot on the field, that allows you to do a lot of things on offense.
For the Browns, good starting field position as they have it 1st and 10.
Detroit! Here we go now. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Throwing, Mayfield. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, 2nd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Throwing again, Mayfield on 2nd and 10. He's going to look deeper. It's caught inside the 25. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A gain of 39 that time. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. From the red zone now, Mayfield. They set up the screen to Chubb. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. A good pickup there on 1st as the screen pass gets him 8. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the 2nd quarter. And again, it's Mayfield. Drops it off for Chubb. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. They'll give him a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 1. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this 1st half. The Browns on 3rd down, just 1 for 5 to this point. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Going to the air again with Mayfield. The quick slant caught. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the 1st down as he's tackled at the 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break.
All right, here we go. Blue 90.
Mayfield with it once more. Njoku pulls this one in. He's got it for a Cleveland touchdown. David Njoku in the final seconds of the 1st half. And the Browns can grab the lead if they hit the extra point. Extra point up and through. And that will give them the lead here as we get on towards halftime. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. So we have reached halftime here in Cleveland with the Browns on top. You want the 3rd quarter already? No problem. Let's do it. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be fielded at the 8. So that will push him back.
And now we know why I had a little extra space to run, don't we? An illegal block in the back, that penalty will move them back.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Now Ryan going to give it to Freeman. And he'll get this one up to the 26. A gain of 3, second down.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up. No, it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Now Ryan on second down. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. Give him 2 yards on that play, and they're going to have a third down. The Falcons on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. From the shotgun, Ryan. And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a first down. On first down, Ryan. Buying time, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Emmanuel Ogbah. He's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. Swings it out to the flat for Freeman. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. A really nice gain of 25 yards. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. On 2nd down, here's Ryan. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks. Ryan in the offense with a 1st and 10. And he's hit on all 5 of his pass attempts on this drive so far.
Get up! On! Hey, let's go!
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
To throw again. Ryan is going to flip one out here to his running back.
It's so close. He gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. That one good for 17 yards, and now they've got it 1st and goal. Three red zone trips have yielded just 2 field goals for them to this point, so they'll be searching for something more on 2nd and goal here. They'll look to run with Freeman. And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. Devontae Freeman with touchdown number 2 in the game and now 11 on the year. And the Falcons are in for 6. Now Ryan leading the Falcons up to go for 2. Ryan. And this will be caught as they convert here for 2. He hits the big target for the 2-point try. Defenses hate those guys, especially around the goal line.
It's hard to decide who you're going to put on him. Are you going to put a smaller corner on him? Are you going to put a safety who doesn't have maybe the same coverage skills? How about a linebacker? He may have the size, but he's not used to really covering in space. That's why the tight end gives you such a great advantage when you're throwing the football.
And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, they'll start this drive at about the 37-yard line. Here's the Browns now. They get set for their first possession of the 3rd quarter. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use, just something to get you off to a quick start.
They run again on 1st down. Chubb. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Lucky 56.
2nd down, Mayfield. Wide open receiver complete. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. Vic Beasley in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Now Mayfield. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
Enough takes a start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. From the gun, Mayfield. And the pressure gets to him again.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
They'll run with Freeman here to begin the drive. And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
In my book, that's running the ball well, but with intelligence. How about him keeping the clock moving, staying in bounds?
Yeah, even though it's the third quarter, you're thinking ahead, aren't you? This is where your running game can really help you with a lead in the second half.
I agree totally. It's not just end-of-the-half situations that you worry about the clock. It's throughout the game, and with a lead, stay in bounds. Make them fight harder to try and catch you.
From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. Again, they'll run with Freeman. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
Well, Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech. They go play action here on first down. He's going to air one out. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
I know exactly why I tried to throw the ball to Julio Jones there. He's never considered covered. He's either too fast or too strong. You always try and get it to him.
Especially on those deep passes. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Ryan on the handoff. It's Freeman. And take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue.
I know we're in the era of wide-open football, a lot of spread formations, more space, but there's still a spot for power football. We just saw some of it right there. How about that run?
Yeah, breaking the tackle, and, you know, late in this game, he wants the football in his hands. He's had a good day. On the heels of that good carry by Devontae Freeman, here's 1st and 10. Throwing now, Ryan on first down. He's going to wind up and air it out. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now the pitch to Freeman. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking. On 3rd down, Ryan.
Getting it out left side to Sanu. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. Ryan to Sanu, good for an Atlanta first down.
Couldn't just sit on it here, could they? Had to throw the ball on third down. Got the big completion and the pickup. Fresh set of downs now. They've got to feel great.
And defensively, a backbreaker. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now Ryan on first down. Trying to lay one up deep. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. Eric Saubert, his second touchdown on the season. And the Falcons will extend their lead. So a tiptoe catch back in the end zone, so tough to do, but he made it look pretty easy.
Certainly did, and the back of the end zone is treated the same way as the sideline. You have to get your feet down inbounds for it to count as a catch. How about the backgrounds of some of these guys, though? Did they work on it? Maybe some of them were ballet, some dance, who knows?
Yeah, you and I were talking the other day. I remember one of my favorite kids shows growing up. I don't know that I want to name it, but guys like Lynn Swann, they used to be on there showing their ballet skill.
And you have to remember when they were kids and their parents would tell them to take the ballet classes, you know they were fighting them like crazy. But right now they're saying, thanks, Mom.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And now the Browns coming out on the field. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
Mayfield on first down. He's going to loft one deep left side here. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. A second down throw for Mayfield. That's caught out left by Perriman. The 40. He's at the 30. 10. And he takes this thing way down into Atlanta territory. A big play there on the catch and run. 69 yards. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Mayfield looks to throw. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Antonio Callaway, his second touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Browns are back within a score. Whoa! He just yanked that one well to the left and no good. So the lead trimmed down to 8 as here comes the kickoff, and it's away. This will be fielded at the 8. What a spin. And now running right through it. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. Right now clinging to a one-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays that are going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs, and the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. On 2nd down, Ryan. And his throw is incomplete. Trying to get that in the hands of Devontae Freeman that time. 3rd down here.
Now, he's been a busy man out of the backfield. They've looked his way quite a bit so far in this game.
Nice job there defensively, though, adjusting, because a couple of his earlier catches, he was wide open. Not that time.
You mentioned the key word, adjustment. A better cover man on him now in space.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now Ryan. It's caught. Jones. Julio Jones all alone. Touchdown, Falcons. Julio Jones, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Falcons will add on to their lead. Bryant now to tack on the extra point. Bryant's extra point up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now here's Bryant to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Browns offense heading back out to take possession. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, first and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. Completes this to Callaway over on the right side. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's second and a yard from the 34. Now a second down throw for Mayfield. To the sideline, and that's well done. Able to drag the feet. He's going to have the first down. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's first and 10.
Detroit!
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. It's Desmond Trufant, and they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. He's had his interception woes early in his rookie season, but sometimes that happens. There are great examples of guys in the past that have had those same struggles early.
You are so correct, and what the team and organization is hoping, we're going to see these woes now, but later when we're helping him with his Hall of Fame speech, we'll remember his rookie year and how things began.
After the interception, here's Ryan. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Got to give him points for the attempt, but there's just a wave of pressure there. A host of people in the area. Evades a few, but couldn't evade all of them.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a second down and 17.
Get up! Let him go!
Here's Ryan to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. The pressure really ratcheting up. They get the sack on first down. Then a near sack. They got to him there just as it was leaving his hand.
Yeah, they might need to change their pass protection scheme a little bit. Maybe bring another guy into the backfield to help protect the quarterback, because that was awfully close.
The Falcons on third down. 6 conversions and 9 tries. They've done a great job of picking these up. This is 3rd and 17. To throw is Ryan. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
I think he's taking an awful chance with the football right there. You've got to lead. You've got to protect it. And he's taking chances putting it out there in a little bit of jeopardy.
Especially in a spot like this, 4th quarter, as you said, trying to cling to that advantage.
Yeah, that one probably should have been picked, huh?
And the Browns getting set to go. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Screenplay, Johnson. Good move by Duke. There goes Duke Johnson. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Duke Johnson, 83 yards. And the Browns get a score closer.
So whatever happened to rookie quarterbacks taking time to adjust to life in the NFL? Because this guy looks like he's been doing it for about, what, 7 years?
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Okay, they went for the fake off of the extra point attempt. It's a long way to go, and they didn't get there. Didn't get it completed successfully. Did someone dare them to do that? Did someone double dog dare them
I was
to do
going to
that?
ask you, maybe they saw something on film, but do you see something on film with those to try something from the 15 on a PAT? I don't know.
The only thing they needed to see on film there was a snap, a hold, and someone kicking the ball through the post.
Atlanta now coming out on the field. Now, the previous drive they punted, but that was just the first time they've had to do so in this game.
And when they turn on the game film, the coaches will rant about this, right? They'll say, oh, God, we got to move the ball, guys. We can't punt the ball away. But they have to keep smiles off their faces because that's the first time in the game they've had to do so. They've moved it quite well. They'll overall be happy with what they've seen.
Tackle made by Demarius Randall. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. A fake to Freeman. Now it's Ryan. And Jones has it over the middle. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really doesn't.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest ones, maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
21.
Ryan wants to throw it. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's 3rd down.
He's got to be kicking himself right there. His team's already picked off 2 passes. That would have been the 3rd in the game. And, boy, they've really played well attacking the football.
Here's Ryan. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. A good pick up there of 20 yards.
And I know you can't really see it, but that play spells frustration with a capital F for the guys on defense. They covered everyone else, end up going to the running back out of the backfield, and he picks up a back-breaking 1st down.
Ryan to throw. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
They certainly thought they had him surrounded and probably thought they were going to get him on the ground and get the sack, but he was able to elude that. And even though it threw it incomplete downfield, if you're a defensive back, you're loving the pressure that you're seeing from your front.
Throwing now is Ryan. He goes underneath to Freeman. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
Get up! Hey, set
Here's Ryan. Connects with Sanu right side. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The result, a first down as the quick slant gets him 14.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because...
And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. And here come the whistles and a timeout with 7 seconds left.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football.
Hey, let's go.
Down he goes.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Oh, look at this. Ryan's going to throw it. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by the rookie Denzel Ward. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. 2-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on it and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
One last shot for Mayfield here. To the right side and complete to Njoku. And they'll get him down here at the 23. Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it. And they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence.